There are currently 289,021 aircraft registered in the USA according to the FAA database, and I insure 7,323 of them. And the one thing that I have learned that most aircraft owners don't understand or don't think about is the increased risks that happen when you let somebody else fly your plane. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't let somebody else fly your plane, because there are risks in everything we do in life, from getting in the car and driving down the street to putting your pants on in the morning. I'm just simply saying that you should know the risks before you make that decision. So let's start with a perfect case scenario. You did everything right by the book. You want to let your friend fly your airplane. So you added him or her as a named pilot on your insurance policy, or you checked with your insurance broker to make sure that your friend's hours, rating, and license matched the open pilot warranty. For all intents and purposes, your friend is covered under your insurance policy to fly your aircraft. So it's a go. Have a fun time going around the pattern. The flight's going great and your friend is coming in to land, when all of a sudden, out of nowhere, a strong gust of wind flips the aircraft over, causing a prop strike and wing damage. The good news is that you will likely have insurance coverage to repair the aircraft. The bad news is that there are other things that will affect you personally as the aircraft owner. Number one, you will now have a claim on your record, even though you weren't the pilot at fault, which means you are pretty much stuck with that insurance company for the next 3 to 5 years. Once you have a claim on your record, you lose the ability to shop around to different insurance companies, because most companies will not offer you a quote if you have a claim on your record in the last 5 years. Number two, your insurance rate is likely going to go up next year. Insurance rates are already increasing across the board for everybody, and now that you have a claim on your record, your insurance rate will increase even more for the next 3 to 5 years. Number three, you may lose your ability to get aircraft insurance. Now, this is not common, but there is a chance that you will be non-renewed by your insurance company. And this depends on what company you're with and what happened with the accident or claim. If you get non-renewed and you have a claim on your record, you will likely not be able to get aircraft insurance for the next 3 to 5 years. Of course, you can continue flying because most states don't require you to have an aircraft insurance policy, but you are now taking that liability risk and physical damage exposure into your own hands. None of these three situations are good, and I've had lots of my insureds say that if they would have known these potential risks, they would never have let anyone else fly their airplane. Remember, as an aircraft owner, any accident or incident that happens in your aircraft gets turned into your insurance company first. So in this scenario, everything went right and you had insurance coverage. Now let's talk about a different scenario where one of many little things could go wrong and you don't have insurance coverage when somebody else is flying your airplane. Here are a few common things that I've seen happen hundreds of times in my career. Number one, you forgot to add this pilot as a named pilot to your insurance policy, or they don't meet the open pilot warranty or minimum pilot requirements to be covered under your insurance policy. Aircraft insurance policies will either be named pilots only, meaning you have to name every pilot for them to be covered under your policy, or they will have an open pilot warranty that states minimum pilot requirements for other pilots to fly your aircraft. If either of these scenarios occurred, either you have a named pilots policy and you forgot to name them, or you have an open pilot warranty and the pilot didn't meet the minimum pilot qualifications, there will likely be no insurance coverage. Number two, they were added onto your policy as a named pilot, but their medical has expired, or their license and ratings weren't exactly what they told you they were, or they commit an FAA violation. In any of these cases, there will likely be no insurance coverage. No insurance coverage might mean that there's no physical damage coverage if the aircraft's in an accident to repair or replace the aircraft. It might also mean there's no liability coverage protecting you against any bodily injury or property damage that happened as a result of the operation of your aircraft by your friend or this other pilot. And that means that you could be sued or held legally liable for any damages that occur because of your aircraft. I simply want to make you aware of the potential risks and situations that I have seen occur so you can decide whether you want to take the risk or not. If you really want someone to fly your aircraft, here's what I recommend. Make sure that they are correctly added as a named pilot to your insurance policy, or get on the phone and verify with your broker that this pilot meets the open pilot warranty minimum pilot requirements on your policy. One simple phone call to your insurance broker could be the difference between losing thousands or hundreds of thousands of dollars, and that is not a situation I want to see anyone in. My name is Matt White, and I'm the owner of BWI, and we are a family-owned aviation insurance agency doing business in all 50 states. If you found this video helpful, give me some support by liking this video, share it with your friends, subscribe to our channel, and as always, thank you for trusting BWI, and fly safe.